There's a man going round taking names, and he decides who to free and who to blame. Everybody won't be treated all the same.
Joe Potter with Sports Car Shop, and we're on to the next project, which is the 51 Chevy truck. This is a known truck from the beginning, and we dug it out of a field in Kansas, and we're putting it back together. And the intent here is to preserve this truck as it was, and so we're doing everything we can to preserve the original finish, the rust, the surface rust, and the patina that it has. Now, that said, it had pretty significant structural rust underneath, which just wasn't safe and needed to be dealt with. So what we've done is preserve the exterior of the truck while replacing all the metal underneath, the structural pieces, the floor pans, the seat bottoms, and pieces of the rocker. We've also replaced, right at the bottom, areas in the A-pillar that were rusted, and also in the back quarter of the cab. The reason we did that is because these were rusted so bad down here that we had to deal with it, and we had to sacrifice a little bit of the original finish. So what we'll do this after these welds are dressed is, and after we have the paint prepped how we want it, we'll airbrush this to match. It's down at the bottom and won't be in the line of sight, so we'll be able to hide that pretty well. Okay, so this is part two of the truck, and different than the cab, we chose to do a full restoration on the chassis and the engine, transmission, and rear end. The reason we did that is to make the truck usable and safe. There was really nothing that we could do with the originals. They are deteriorated to the point that they had to be dealt with. So fully restored. This is the original 216 straight six engine that was in the truck originally, as well as the transmission and the rear end, the torque, maintaining the original torque tube rear end, and the original suspension. It's kind of rare that these trucks are restored to original. Most of them get modified and upgraded, I guess. So this one will have the absolute same characteristics as it did when it was used as a work truck. The original motor, completely redone, rebabbited, rebuilt completely. Runs and drives exactly how it originally did. We even went to the effort of recreating the original 4.5-inch rims on the wheels so we could mount original specification bias ply truck tires on it. Okay, and here is the second part of the body. We've got the bed, and again, just like the cab, we have maintained all of the original patina. The rust, the scuffing is actually in pretty good shape. We did some rust repair right down at the bottom of the wood line, where the wood bed lays in here. And again, we'll do the same as the cab. We'll acid etch it and rust it and make it match, and a little bit of airbrushing and make it match all the rest of this upper section. We did some welding just right on top where there was some stress cracks. We welded them in exactly the same way as it was done back in the day. We found some old welds, repairs that were done in the day, and we repaired it in the same way. So it looks exactly the same.
And at his feet they'll cast their golden crowns when the man comes around. Whoever is unjust